welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, an intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here this evening to do the general weekly reading for the sign of Leo the Lion for the week of the 24th of April through to the 30th, 2017. Alright, so I've already cleansed my cards, and I plugged my intuitive candles. My intuitive candle is burning, and this is Acacia maple syrup, and that's just what it smells like. You can even almost smell the brown sugar. It makes me want pancakes, and I'm not a big pancake person, but it makes me want pancakes. Anyways, there's that. When the wax melts down, for those of you that are new to this, there is a reveal wrapped in tin foil at the bottom of the candle, and what you receive are some beautiful stones, crystals, quartz, minerals, and all this kind of thing. My very first one was my aventurine, and my second one was my rose quartz, and sunstone, which is beautiful. It feels like marble, looks like marble, and a yellow agate, which I've lost in my rooms, in my bedroom somewhere. And this is my latest one from the maple syrup candle, and this is something I've waited a long time for. It is an amethyst pendulum, and it is absolutely stunning, and I smile every time I look at it. I absolutely love it. It works wonderful as a pendulum as well. Alright, so smudges are back. Leo. No sweetgrass. It's not the season for that yet. But there's cedar, grandpa's beard, a little bit of tobacco, and some sage in this. We need a better burn than that now. Work with us here. Spirit guides. Give us a good smudge. This is a campfire in the palm of my hand. I keep saying that in every video because that's just what it's like. You can smell the cedar burning. It's fantastic. So lovely. I love campfires. Who doesn't like a good campfire? There's a smudge. Here's our smudge. Alright, and my cards. It's for Leo the Lion. We want good, clean energies and vibrations. And for you, dear Leo, alright, we'll just let that smolder, clean out all the energies, make them nice and fresh again. Alright, all that's left to do is to shuffle the cards. Leo. I'll be glad when I get a new set. These are so battered. They're not even a year old, not quite. And they're battered. I've worn them out. They've served me well. It's time to put them to rest. This has always been my main deck. I do have another deck. I never use them, only in the monthlies, and I use one card once a month out of it. Seems a waste, but these are my Oceanic cards, so for Bay of Fundy. These are my favorites. This is my go-to. Gonna be making my own one of these days very soon. Make my own deck, Bay of Fundy fortune cards. Leo, bring me messages for Leo for this weekly reading, please. And I want to thank you for this. Spirit guides, please come forth. Bring any messages for Leo the Lion. Just bear with me a moment. Oh, I hope I didn't get ash on my... One more. One more. They have to feel right. Leo the Lion. One more. There we go. That's it. All right. This is for April 24th through the 30th. The very first card, Leo, for your Monday, the High Priestess, and she represents intuition. Your second card, your Tuesday, the Fool, new beginnings. I don't know how many times that this card has fallen in the same spot on a Tuesday. There's just been, Tarot's been sending up repeated messages to a lot of the signs. Page of Pentacles, opportunity on your Wednesday. Opportunities on hump day. Thursday, Six of Swords. Six of Swords, it's all about calm. That means a calm mind. Friday, King of the Ocean. He's all about keeping order. Saturday, Ten of Wands. It's all about responsibilities on a Saturday. No rest for you, Leo, on your Saturday. Eight of Swords on your Sunday. It's all about restrictions. Let's get to it, shall we? One moment. Excuse me. So the High Priestess shows up for you on Monday, and she centers around intuition. Wisdom, your keywords. Wisdom, secrets, discretion, teaching, visions, and dreams are your keywords. The advice is to keep your thoughts and your feelings to yourself on this day. Listen to your intuition. This is a time for learning. The wise woman of the ocean is telling you, you will know when to speak up on Monday. You will know when to pipe down on Monday. You will know when to keep your P's and Q's to yourself. You're going to be more of an observer on Monday for everything around you, especially for those of you in the workplace. And also, it sounds strange to say on a Monday, but any family gatherings, anywhere where you are and you're surrounded by family, you're to sit back and just take it all in. There's a reason for this, all right? That's your Monday. Become an observer. The Fool, new beginnings on Tuesday. This is a general reading as well, everyone, just so that you know. And the reason is general. The general readings in the tarot community on YouTube, they are all free readings because they're, anywhere from 1 to 2,000, sometimes more than that, will view this video, and it can't apply and resonate to everybody at 100%. So just that you know that something doesn't make sense to you, then it's not meant for you. It's just that simple. Walk away and leave it alone. So when this card shows up on a Tuesday, on your Tuesday, it's here to indicate that you're on the brink of a brand new path, just like new beginnings. A wonderful opportunity is awaiting you. You are to follow your destiny on this day in work and in relationships as well. Before you follow your dreams, check your facts from your fantasy. Make sure you're grounded and in the now and in the real world. It's easy to get caught up in fantasy. Fantasies are just a wonderful place to go. And you can't do that on this day. Listen to your gut. Stay realistic. Some of you are going to be looking to reinvent yourself, and I mean a big changeover, big makeover in your life, not just in the physical sense of self, but in other areas of your life as well. Things are about to change. You're changing things. It's something that you need to do for yourself. It's been a long time coming as well. For some of you, you're going on some kind of a journey over land or sea. I always laugh about that because you have to go one way or the other, don't you? There's going to be something underneath you. As long as you're on planet Earth, you can fly above it or drive across it, either way. But somebody's taking a journey, and it's not a trip. It's not a vacation. It's not a travel thing. It is referred to as a journey. This journey over land or sea is a physical journey for somebody out there with a motivation behind this journey. A reason for this journey. Motivation. I can't see what it is. It's not showing me what it is. The advice of the card, though, is when you get to where you're going, if you like what you see and everything looks fine, then go ahead and jump right in. Go for it. You're being given the green light right across the board. Your keywords are risk and innocence, departures, new pathways, destiny, starting over. That is for some of you. That's a loaded card for Tuesday. Page of Pentacles, all about opportunity on your Wednesday. And who couldn't use a little bit of an uplift on hump day, right? Something good to happen to make some excitement happen in your day. Something wonderful to make you smile. This card brings you good news about finances and about work and education for some of you. He's a page, so he's all about messages, of course, and it's usually a young person between the ages of 15 and 28, usually a male, but not gender specific. It's not hardcore, written in stone. But he brings hope. Excuse me. Oh, he brings hope. A wish will be granted as well. On this day. All I need now is the itchy nose to go to just fill everything out, the coughing, the yawning. A wish is going to be granted on this day as well, on this Wednesday. There's going to be pending job offers, but this page is going to bring you this information. Somebody may be selling their property and moving. It's forefront on this Wednesday for you. And this is for those. This is going to happen really soon for those of you that's unbeknownst to you. It is going to happen soon for some of you. Pay close attention to any paperwork that's exchanging hands at this time as well. Be careful about that. The advice is to look for offers in property. Good chances for a good job and work are on the horizon for some of you. That's wonderful. Check your contracts with a sharp eye, and this is all. The speed, there's speed behind this card. This is all coming very, very quickly for some of you. Your keywords are money and messages, work, luck, communications, confidence, and a sense of optimism because of this new beginning, which falls into this card. It overlaps. They all overlap a little bit. I mean, that's a given, because what happens today you might not have to deal with till tomorrow. So it's just common sense that they overlap. But there's a feeling of confidence, of assuredness, of solidity, of no doubts, and that leads to feelings of strong, strong optimism on this hump day, this Wednesday. On your Thursday, Six of Swords, all about calm. Calm. It is swords. Swords are of the mind, and things that are in our frontal part of our brain are where we are aware of the world around us. This card shows up. If you've been through any upheavals recently, this card is here to tell you everything's going to calm back down. It's going to reassure you of calmer waters ahead. There's going to be somebody. There it is again. Physical travel over water. Moving in positive ways. New work on the horizon. Another reason is to protect your priorities and make sure that they stay in place the way you need them to be. Important things may have to be left behind. People that no longer serve any positive purpose in our life. Not that we use each other, because if you don't have a purpose with my life, you don't want. It isn't like that. It's when we're with people, we bring things to each other, and sometimes it isn't always good. All right, there are some people in your life that can drive you bat crap crazy. They can just drive you. You don't need this. We don't need this. Be kind in your disclosure of peeling off the layers of fat, you might say, that are no longer needed. Be very kind in your approach to people. I'm hearing to say that for you. Don't resist any new opportunities or changes that are coming your way, because that's the path that's laid out before you right now. It's all new. Coming back to the fool always starts out on new beginnings, but sometimes the fool doesn't watch where he's going. He's just so wrapped up in these new beginnings and these new paths, these new adventures. He's not watching his feet. He's not watching where he's stepping. You have to be careful of that. Be aware at all times. Don't float off into fantasy land. Stay aware so you don't walk off the edge of a cliff or something like this. That's metaphoric, of course. Don't resist any changes that come your way. Go with the flow. Wait and see what's going to manifest. Just kind of go with it. Just wing it. That'll take you some of the best places ever, in the best situations ever. Your keywords are journeys and moving, immigration, safe haven, finding peace and resolution and protection as well. Looking for stability, but your mind is in your mind. This is swords, so your mind is in a really good place. That's a wonderful thing. Your next card on your Friday is the King of the Ocean. He's all about order. He's a serious man. He's all about order. He even looks it. This card shows up in this guy, this king, the King of the Ocean. He's all about tradition. He's about values. He's about order. If chaos has ruled recently in your life, if you've just gone through something, again, that's twice that showed up, order and balance will be restored. He's here to reassure you that the energy of order, the energy of balance, and of harmony, a settling down where everything fits the way it's supposed to fit, everything will feel right again. Balance is going to be restored. If boundaries have been crossed recently, like your territory, your property, your personal boundaries, somebody that's deliberately gone out and done something against you, and that stuff happens all the time with people. Your territory is going to be restored again. So don't go off half panicked, thinking somebody's messed up my life so bad or something's going terribly wrong. It's going to be restored. It won't last forever. This is short-lived. I'm hearing this is short-lived. Lessons to be learned here, though, about human nature. That's not always a good thing, is it? Sometimes we could do without the lessons on human nature because they can be pretty raw, pretty ugly, because we have the capabilities of being that way. It's in our nature to be that way. Some of us are better than others at blocking all those negativity, the negative side of being human. And some can't resist it. That old expression's coming to mind. Misery loves company. You get around some miserable people, and they love nothing more than to take everybody else down with them so that they're not alone in their misery. That's a horrible way to be, but some people are like that. When this king shows up as well, he puts an end to disputes. As you see, he maintains order and will settle for nothing less. This energy is a great energy to have for you on this Friday as well. Some of you are going to be working on organizing your home. Spring is here. It's time to out with the old and with the new. I call it my new year in April. It's time to get to work. Finances in order, your home in order, and take control of your assets. You have the power right now. You're the boss. You're the big kahuna. You're the one in charge, and it's going to be you that makes these things happen right now. Your keywords are focus and protection, wisdom, nurturing, boundaries. Yeah. Your Saturday, 10 of Wands, all about responsibility. Some of you are feeling a bit too much in that department. You're feeling extremely like, this is too much. It's weighing me down. It's killing my back, metaphorically. It's hurting my head. I have too much responsibility. How am I ever going to get on top of everything? That's a general feeling with this card that's coming across. The card represents burdens, overload, confusion, brain fog, exhaustion, feelings of exhaustion. Priorities are all skewed, pressure and blocks in the way. The advice of the card is you need to set boundaries to reduce the stress in your life. That's the only way you're going to get on top of everything. It's a strong, I'm feeling the heat off the card here. This is strong for somebody out there. That you need to set boundaries and draw some lines in the sand and make sure nobody crosses them. Your plate's already full. You've got sideboards. It's like a hockey rink with sideboards on it that you're trying to keep all your responsibilities in place and under control, so that you've got them. You're harnessing them, and you're the one in charge. But you feel like it's at any minute it's going to slip from your fingers, and there's going to be complete chaos because of this. You may need to say no, not may need, you will be saying no to certain people because you have to. People that come to you to ask you for certain favors, to go out of your way, to do, you can't take on anymore. Not on this, and this is Saturday. Saturday's supposed to be fun day. Or maybe getting caught up on odds and ends around the house, things have been let go through the week. You've got too much, you've let too much go. Not by choice. It was imposed upon you. Things that you couldn't get to through the week, and now you have to deal with these. You are feeling the stress. Very stressful. You've only got a day or two to get things in order for some reason. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, that's what it means. That's your Saturday. Your last card is restriction. It's the Eight of Swords. How many swords have you had? Well, not too bad. This is only 2. Yeah, just 2. But you've had 3 major arcanas. The High Priestess, the Fool, and the King of the Ocean. Yes. So, there's your card. Is your mind feeling restricted? Is your free thinking being taken up by something else? Has it been squashed? Somebody sitting on your free will? Because that could happen. When this card shows up, work, relationships, projects are all highlighted at this time. It's also indicating change in your job, change in your work, changes in your relationships as well, and projects that you have on the go right now. This card often shows up relationships on lockdown, therefore restrictions come into play there as well. And it's all because one person is not free to commit, bound by too much responsibility. There comes the burden. There comes the responsibility. There comes the restrictions. And this could be you may need to go solo on something. You were counting on somebody else being there for you, and they can't. They just cannot be there at this time in this situation for you. They don't have enough time in the day. They don't have the freedom. That's the other thing. They're highly committed in another way. I'm not going to imply what way. When they use the word not free to commit, same thing going through your mind goes through my mind. But I'm not going to go there with that. I don't feel at this time that that's really what that's all about. But the advice of the card is to get very, very practical. All right. You say, enough. Enough of this fooling around. I'm done. I'm going to become practical. I'm going to become logical. I'm going to become matter of fact. I'm going to see everything for what it really is. So what this is going to do is help you get control over your own life. Never mind what other people think at this time either. Completely block that out. Gossip. People in their judgments. Wagging their fingers thinking, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. Do things this way. You have to block. You have to block all that out. I'm going to go back to the beginning of this card because my intuition is telling me relationships on lockdown because one is not free to commit. That is what it sounds like. I'm not here to judge anybody or accuse anybody. One thing about reading the cards, I don't form a personal opinion on anything. But there are 2 people that are wanting to spend time together. The want to is there, the urge is there, the ache is there, the yearning, the longing. But one of you isn't free to commit. It's something that somebody's going to have to deal with here. Be less tolerant of others at this time as well. The card is here to bring that to your attention. You've got to not care so much about what other people think about what you're doing with your life. That's highly important. You've got to grow a bit more of a thicker skin, a thicker hide. So these things just bounce right off of you. You don't lose sleep over it at night. You've got your own conscience. Yeah, you got to be conscious. You got your own conscience. You can. There's no greater judge than when we judge ourselves. What other people think doesn't matter. I always say I'm born alone, I die alone, so I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about me in between. They're not going with me when I go. It's just that simple. You got to live in the moment, live your life, look to make yourself happy. And when you're happy and you're well adjusted and everything is well balanced in your life, and especially inwardly as a person, you become a benefit to everybody else that's in your immediate circle, your family and your friends. You're much more well adjusted, you're calmer, you're happier, go lucky, because you're taking care of your needs first. When you take care of your needs first, it makes you much stronger and more of a force to be reckoned with. Therefore, you're stronger for everybody else in your life. The keywords are separation and fear, burdens, lack of vision, and being stuck, responsibilities, and change. Change is the big one right here. Such feelings of restriction. But inside, I'm feeling this is just on the outside of you, Leo. What I'm saying is within you, there's all these changes going on. They're simmering, is what they're doing, and you're about to bring everything to a full boil because enough is enough. That was your reading, Leo. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated with you. That always makes me happy. Feel free to leave your comments at the below the video window as well. If you were looking for more of a personal reading, I do offer that service. The information for that's found down below in the description in the more area below this video window. There's a bell somewhere. I have to check it out after this video. I've been saying this every video. YouTube makes changes, and before it used to be click the subscribe button and you would be notified. Not only be subscribed to the channel, but you would receive notifications through that subscription button every time, say, I post any new videos. I'm being told by others that's changing now. There is a bell, an icon. It's either up here on your screen or down here somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's in this general area. If you click that, that will give you your notifications. As far as I know, the subscribe button's still there too, so you can subscribe to the channel. You can find Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook, in the Facebook group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Please come and join us there. A lot of everybody there is like-minded. The group is still intimate enough that people, I see them friending each other. It's just a really great, they're just, you know, Oprah Winfrey used to say, she had the best dressed audience on TV. You know what? I have the best group in the tarot community as far as I'm concerned, with the most beautiful mindset. We all think the same way. So, and there's a lot of respect in the group as well. So you're welcome. You just come on and somebody will let you in. One of us will let you in. I can also be found, Bay of Fundy Fortunes can be found on Google, on Blogspot, and on Twitter as well. And if any of you, I'm just going to wrap this up and say, if any of you are looking for me, you can always find me right here, right at the heartbeat of Bay of Fundy Fortunes, or down below walking on the beach along the water's edge, waiting on the next high tide that will come from the mightiest tides in the world, the mighty Bay of Fundy. And that's where you'll find me. Because I'm just a high tide junkie. What can I say? For now, from my heart to yours, wring the most you can out of this week, and I hope to see you all back here